Counterplan. The United States should release a state-sponsored environmental report on the effects of the Taiji dolphin hunt in Japan, allowing a start to an international health effort to treat mercury poisoning in Taiji, Japan. And the U.S. wants to do the planned Podesta 13. The president banned Japan from future access to fishing rights and threatened economic sanctions if it does not stop an expanding hunt. The action was in response to Japan's decision to expand the hunt. Hope that the steps we take today will encourage Japan to reverse its action and respect the strong international consensus that has helped bring back some of the Earth's most majestic creatures. And the UN is corrupt to watch what's 13. The UN is a hotbed for corruption and abuse. It is opaque and diplomatically immune, largely unaccountable, and has come to regard billions in US tax dollars not as a privilege to be earned, but as an entitlement. The US is the UN's biggest donor. They are taking billions worth of US tax dollars. Refer to the Food for Oil scandal. There are absolutely no solvency in his plan. And to the net benefit is U.S. hegemony. U.S. hedge is vital to preventing every major impact. Decline will trigger a catastrophic collapse of the global order. History is on our side. There 6. Handwagoning has given us an influence, allowing the U.S. to shape the behavior of states throughout history. Peace and stability have been benefits of an era where there was a dominant power. Free trade, robust monetary regime, and respect for human rights. Democratization is directly linked to U.S. power. Without U.S. power, the liberal order will end just as assured. U.S. primacy keeps the relationships aligned on the international level. Topicality. Interpretation. The word resolution means that it must be voted on. This is Congress in 14. Violation. The UN releases reports all the time that they do not to be voted on. His plan is also not demanding or decrying an end to the dolphin hunt in Taiji, Japan. This is merely placing forth information about the event. Reasons to prefer. My interpretations prevent open-ended and vague policy options. You prefer my interpretation because it allows more direct policy options and better solvency. Voters. This is a voter for education and fairness. This is a research and time skew as well for the negative, as the negative must continually adapt in research. Open-ended affirmatives when he can have a fully prepared case. This kills education because he is falling away from the resolution, which requires direct intervention. Case. He says that the UNEP committee has had success in solving environmental harms. However, he provides no evidence to show this, and also referred to the fact that his policy option is also releasing a report only. This is the first time the UNEP committee has done anything on the scale using this method to solve an environmental harm. Next, cross-apply my argument about that the United Nations is a corrupt organization that has failed to come through with its policy and political backings. Refer to the oil for food scandal and cross-apply Dershowitz. Go to his human health contention. My CP solves for the harms of his mercury poisoning. I can see that the mercury levels are at dangerous levels. However, I solve for the problem better with my counterplan. My CP doesn't fund a corrupt organization like the UN. On his solvency, he says that the credible UN report would change perceptions on dolphin consumption. However, he doesn't provide any example, evidence, or empirical reference to how this is true. My plan also saves the lives of children, and the plan text of medical attention on mercury poisoning solves for the disease in adults as well. Go to his human treatment contention. He says that the only credible UN report would solve for public disinformation. However, my counterplan solves better. The U.S. population is more influential to the world than any other country. Empirics prove, and this is the American Political Science Association. He says that dolphinariums are inhumane. However, dolphinarium methods have changed since greater public attention shifted the problem. This is also Zimmerman 14. Internationally accepted methods for handling dolphins have changed significantly in the past years. Dolphins do not pose any significant threat to humans. He has no hard evidence for his disease argument. He says that 53% of dolphins die in 3 months. However, he provides no evidence as well for this claim and should be disregarded completely. He says that dolphins die from chlorine. However, this is also not supported by any evidence that he provides. Dolphinariums aren't stupid enough to put dolphins in the same environment as a substance as dangerous as chlorine. Extends Zimmerman 14. This debate comes down to whether or not the UN should be the actor in this debate. I've proven that the UN is corrupt, and even if the UN started an international effort to treat mercury poisoning like my counterplan does, the World Health Organization falls under the United Nations, which I've proven has no ability to follow through with its resolutions or bills. This is why you vote for the negative, to truly solve for the problem and not just say that we're doing something about like what's going on in the past years.